Hello there YouTube, it's me Tori, and today I have a happy fun video to share with you. I have a new favorite watercolor palette that I just want to show off in today's video. I can't believe it's another Prima palette that I just have fallen for. So this was actually from a patron, her name is Brooke. We did a watercolor palette trade. She wanted my complexions and I wanted her essence palette, and it worked out beautifully because we both, well, I didn't like the complexions. She wasn't crazy about the essence. And upon trading, I believe she now likes the complexions and I adore the essence. So yeah, for those who have been with me for like the past year or two, maybe wondering like, hey Tori, how do you like it in comparison to the tropicals? Like, do you like it more? And I don't know yet, but it's pretty high up there. It was like I had the same feelings of like, oh wow, this was like meant for me. It just these palettes really do resonate with like my mixing painting process. So I need to try more. Alrighty, quick info about Prima. I believe they're now called Art Philosophy. You can grab this palette on Amazon for about $20. It kind of fluctuates. 12 colors. These are not single pigments. They are multi-blends. They're curated, aesthetically pleasing palettes. Alrighty, let's talk about the color story of this particular palette. So it's very dark, it's very moody, it's just so fun to paint with. So we have like a variety of browns and some blue greens and a few dashes of yellow in there, along with rather bright poppy colors. I think there might be white added in there. So let's talk about the browns first. And this is where I really appreciate the palette. We have 3 of them and they're all different enough, but at such a high value, like a dark, rich value, that you can just do so much with them. So for example, the first one, 97 Adore, it's more of a maroon violet, like rich, dark brownie. And then 105 Unite just leans a little bit more warm, like a suntan, a little bit leans like orange warm. And then we have 106 Awake, and that is a little bit middle of the road, a dead brown. It doesn't really lean as red violet as Adore does, but it's not as warm as Unite. It's just, middle of the road, fantastic, handy dandy. And these colors, they're different enough in hue that I actually have a reason to reach for one over the other. And they are just so easy to paint dark skin tones with, like to the point I feel like I am cheating. It's just too easy. Let's talk about the other colors that actually enhances this range of browns. So we have a few blues, and they range from like a blue violet to like a blue green. So starting off with Creation 107, it's like a mixture of like PB29, PB 50 semicolon 3, and then like a PB 57 semicolon 1, which I have no idea what that is. I'll Google afterwards. But yes, so in comparison to all the colors, it looks purple, but it's really more of a blue. This color is fantastic to mix with all the other brown colors to create shadows. Like it just, it's delicious. It doesn't dull out the color, but instead it shifts it in a way that's magical. So I'm very pleased with that addition in the set. And on the other side of like the blues, we have Eternity 103, and that is more of like a teal blue. And I appreciate this color for not being your typical blues that you'll find in most generic palettes of like, your ultramarine, your cobalt, your cerulean, your phthalo blue, green. It's different, it's inviting, it's invigorating. I like how it has this really dark value that you can mix really nice blacks with, but it thins out to be much lighter, but it still has that vibrancy, that high chroma levels, that punch, but can be subtle but dark at the same time. It's nice. Next door to that, we have 104 Nirvana, which is more of like a foresty, evergreen shift to that blue. I mean, yeah, you can call it a green. In my head, I'm viewing all of 103, 104, and 107 as a variation, a step away from the blue, but it's green and then Color is relative, but yeah, that color, phenomenal. It's great. I really do, like I mentioned this many times, is that all these colors, yes, they're in the similar color family, but they're different enough to yield different color mixtures. Like these two colors of Eternity, Nirvana, and Creation, when they're mixed with different temperatures of the browns available in this set, you just get different mixtures, and it's just so easy. It's so nice to mix with. Another blue that we have in this set is the Emotions 99. I'm not sure if this particular mixture has the addition of white in it. There's actually there's like a handful of pigments in this set that may actually have white in it, and that's also Serenity and Ponder. Prima does this a lot with their colors where, yeah, they just add white. Like I mentioned, aesthetically pleasing. They're not your traditional palettes. But yes, moving along with these colors. We do have two yellows, and they're kind of similar, but different. 98 Chant is like your classic yellow ochre with the addition of like PR 101 and PB 29. So it's supposed to granulate ever so slightly. It's just a dull down version of Namaste at 101. They are similar, but they're different. So I'm not like upset that there's two yellows that are kind of similar in this set, because one is neutralized and dulled down and the other one's more vibrant. It's just, don't expect a sunshine lemon yellow in this kit. Just not gonna happen. And the last color in this set is Earth 100. It's just this delicious dirty olive green that's like a little bit mossy, and it's just so cool. I love olives, so this color is just calling out to me. I need to use this palette again just to use this color, so I need to make that happen soon. Okie dokie, demo artwork time. So the artwork I am creating in today's video is actually a Patreon postcard for November or December of 2019. I didn't get the chance to fully indulge in any Halloween artwork, so that's what this is for. Yeah, so let's talk about what colors am I using? What did I mix with for which parts? And let's start off with the skin. So the base of my skin tone is Unite 105, and if I ever want to shift it to like a shadow color, I'll just add a dash of Creation, that purple violet, the 107 number. And if I ever wanted to shift Unite to like a blush color, because Unite is a brown with the orange base, and then to give like that blush, I would use the Adore 97 that has like that maroon violet, more emulating that blush. This was just so easy to do. Like this palette, I kid you not, it did the work for me. So for the hair, I did the roots with 106 Awake. Again, that is the more dull down brown in this palette. And then I transitioned that into 108 Serenity. It's that spring sprout color. I wasn't really sure how to incorporate this color, but I felt inspired to do the hair with it. And the background, I did Emotions, the sky blue color, with a small dash of Serenity, the spring color, and a little bit of yellow just to kind of like kick back the color a little bit so it wasn't as pure blue. It was a little bit dulled down. And I just kind of used whatever leftover color yellow on my palette. So confession, I don't remember how I mixed my black. I went into instinct mode where I just look at color and I can just mix, and that's exactly what happened. I do know that my process usually involves using colors that I've already used to make my black. So knowing me, I probably did the Creations and one of the browns and probably one of the blues. I just, dark versions of like your red, yellow, and blue. That's what happened. I'm sorry, I don't remember. So yeah, essentially this artwork just kind of grabs a little bit of everything from the palette, just exploring all the different color combinations and what kind of vibes that we can create with a curated collection from Prima. I wouldn't necessarily call this a student grade watercolor set. It's not chalky like the the Cotman Winsor Newman, and the Koi. So these, they can break away easily in the pan, but they're not chalky. So that's like a-okay in my book. As long as I can get, you know, high chroma levels, I can mix rich dark blacks, and I'm able to just like thin out the color without it breaking down, I'm pretty happy. I haven't tried the other Prima palettes yet, like the new Ocean palette, the Woodlands. There's just so many, like the Vintage Pastel. I haven't really dived into the world of Prima yet, so I really can't speak for any of those palettes. Just primarily the primarily Primas. Essentially the tropicals and the essence is the two that I really bonded with so far. What do I think about this palette? I love it. I'm very pleased to have it in my collection. Like this is something that I would thoroughly enjoy just tossing it into my bag, going out for like a sketch date, maybe go travel. Like the colors are so unique enough that it takes a little effort for me to create something fun and attractive and just interesting. Thank you so much for being here with me today as I got to gush about this new palette in my collection. I really do like it and I cannot wait to use it again. So please do give this video the thumbs up and subscribe and give me a comment to nudge me to use this more because I'm being a little shy with it at the moment. It's too good. Alrighty, so until next time, keep on drawing and I hope you have a lovely day, okay? Bye!
Gotta let her know that she my white horse, she my medical. She like my baby mama, know how to